Hi.
I thought you might enjoy these. Roses are red, etc., etc.
They're lovely.
Yeah.
Thank you.
There are some instructions with it. Filtered sunlight. And, oh yeah, I also got some special plant food. Well, it was on sale right there. Sorry.
It's okay. Anyway, sometimes that managing quality of yours is downright endearing.
Ah, how so?
It was really decent of you to ask Faith to call Frank.
I should have known that beatific expression of yours wasn't brought on by a pot of violets, eh? Well, listen, you did ask to see him.
But it was a kind and generous act on your part. I just want you to know how much I appreciate that. And you.
I'm glad to hear that.
We've shared quite an experience.
And there's going to be a lot more to share, too. All of our sons growing up.
I know. Or at least I hope so. And you know, truthfully, I feel a lot better about it now than I did. I've really grown to trust you and to like you a lot. But I also need to be honest with you, Seneca.
Ed, do you mind if I make this a little easier for you? I think what you're trying to say is that you like me fine, but you just don't love me.
Yeah, I guess that's what I mean. I just don't want to hurt you.
Jill, you are not hurting me. You've given me a son. We've shared the most important moment of my life, his birth. We have a solid friendship. We enjoy each other's company. I'll settle for that for now.
Yes, but it's not fair to allow you to expect more.
I don't expect more for now. But listen, I can't help hoping that someday you will love me, given a little time and applied effort on my part.
Then, Seneca, you really have to know something. You see, when Frank was here earlier, we really made some progress in restoring some understanding between us. And he's coming back later. We're going to try to work things out, reach some solution about the baby. I mean, something that will satisfy all of us, but you have to know that that's a very strong possibility.
Suppose we just wait and see what happens, okay?
I can't believe he's doing this to me or himself, but he is.
What happened?
He's promised to marry her.
Oh, no.
He has to be stopped.
I'm gonna see to it.
This week, a shocking murder.
He's gone.
Now his family needs answers.
Who killed Victor?
Everyone wanted him dead, but only one person knows the truth.
Did you kill him?
Watch One Life to Live. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Join us for The Chew, a new talk show that's made fresh every day.
Wait till you try this.
With expert advice.
My favorite prosciutto comes from Iowa, but fortunately, they deliver.
Dish towels that make the perfect napkins for messy backyard barbecues.
The hottest trends.
Pulled chicken tacos from the Korean barbecue truck. Delicious.
And useful tips.
Smaller shrimp are less expensive and just as tasty in my yummy gumbo.
Join The Chew for a bite. Weekdays, coming Monday, September 26th, only on ABC.
Kellogg wants to help make kids happy one tummy at a time. Because 9 out of 10 kids don't get the fiber they need. Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, and Frosted Mini Wheats have good-for-you fiber in every yummy bowl. They're the cereals your kids love and the fiber their tummies love, which makes for a whole lot of happy. Fruit Loops, Apple Jacks, and Frosted Mini Wheats, a good source of fiber and made with whole grain. Kellogg's makes fiber fun.
If your child was born with a serious birth defect, such as heart, lung, or brain damage, or spina bifida, you and your child may be entitled to a cash settlement and help with medical expenses, treatment, and care. Maternal use of prescription medications such as Paxil, Zoloft, Depakote, and Prozac during pregnancy may be linked to serious birth defects. If your child was born with a serious birth defect,
Call 1-877-399-5799 now.
Hello? Hey, handsome.
The McCann twins for Consumer Cellular.
Where are you?
On the street.
I got a new cell phone from Consumer Cellular.
They're all the same.
Not true.
They're complicated,
but
expensive. Long-term contracts, cancellation fees.
My plan is just $10 a month.
$10 a month?
I didn't have to sign a contract. There are no cancellation fees. And I even got a free phone.
And when were you going to tell me about this?
Call or go to consumercellulartv.com now for no contract plan starting at $10 a month, a free phone, and a 30-day risk-free money-back guarantee. Shipping is free.
Let's call and get your free phone.
Consumer Cellular is the exclusive wireless provider for AARP members who get special benefits and discounts.
My first call.
Hello? Hey, ugly.
Call 1-800-310-5790 or log on to consumercellulartv.com.
Oh, Frank, I've been on pins and needles since you called. Is Jill all right?
Oh, it's been quite a nightmare, but she's okay now, thank
And
God.
the baby?
Apparently, he's holding his own. Jill asked if you'd pray to St. Jude on his behalf.
Oh, as if I already haven't been in touch.
And while you're at it, put in a few words for me, okay?
Specifically?
Ma, I am not an indecisive person, nor am I stupid, but I'm having a lot of trouble seeing my way through this, so a little help wouldn't hurt.
Is it your feelings for Jill that you're confused about, son?
Oh, no, I'm very clear about them. I love her, and I'm not going to stop loving her. When I saw her today, I was sure of that much anyway. And I think I can come to learn to love her baby.
And Seneca's baby.
Oh, it's not the child who's the problem. It's Seneca himself. I can't seem to avoid him. I had another dose of him today.
What happened?
See, Jill and I have come, well, we had come to some kind of understanding. At least we were able to tell each other how much we missed each other and we'd rather be together than apart. But she was exhausted, so I said, rest, and I'll come back later and we'll talk this whole thing out. I left her room and there he was. It really depresses me.
Well, in all fairness, Frank, he does have a claim to his child.
Oh, certainly he does. But it goes far beyond that, Ma. I mean, I know he wants Jill as well, so he gives off with these wonderful little condescending speeches about how I'd let her down in the past and I've no right to set her up for more disappointment. Oh, blah, blah. Trouble is, he may be right.
Well, it's true enough that he would be a factor in your life.
Indeed. Every time we'd turn around, there'd he be with his legitimate interest. I know. I know how I felt about that today. But could I put up with a lifetime of that?
It's a realistic question, son.
And the answer scares me. Look, Ma, as much as my ego doesn't want to admit it, Dr. Bolak may have a point. There's no reason for me to go back there if I'm just going to raise Jill's hopes.
Well, didn't you say she was expecting you?
Yeah, we had, well, I'd promised her we'd talk this whole thing through.
Well, don't you think maybe you better keep your promise? Otherwise, Seneca will be getting his own way again.
I hadn't thought of that. Okay. If I said I'd go, I'll go. I only wish I felt a little more hopeful about it. Please, do take it up with the saint of the impossible, all right?
That dear saint is getting his fill of this family. Between your situation and Patrick and Mary.
Where is Mary? She home from work yet?
No, she won't be home from Channel R till late. She spent the whole afternoon upstairs composing that composition for the Chancery about her marriage.
Oh, I'd like to take a look at that.
No doubt it'll be strongly worded.
Trouble is, so will Jack's. And how about Delia? Any word about her?
Yes. I haven't told the rest of the family, but Patrick is going to marry her.
Oh, Ma.
Oh, son, what else can the boy do? I mean, if we all, any of us, had the slightest hope that Delia was capable of taking care of a child, she certainly has proved us wrong.
Oh, she's proved just exactly what she wants to prove.
Well, I don't like to believe that, but even if it is true, it doesn't matter. The fact is, the baby exists, needs the protection of its father. Patrick is the father.
Look, Ma, let me ask you one question, okay? As a practicing Catholic, you believe that Delia is still my wife, right?
Indeed, I do.
And how can you reconcile that with encouraging Pat to marry her?
Son, of course, you're right. I mean, when I think in terms of my faith, when I think in terms of Patrick's future, the only answer would be adoption. But unfortunately, when that idea was first presented to me, I was so against the idea of giving away my grandchild that I said so in front of Dee. That was selfish of me and wrong. But before I had a chance to collect my wits, Delia had picked up the banner and saying no adoption. She was not going to give up her child. If I could have just kept my mouth shut or had a different reaction, maybe now she wouldn't be insisting that she has to hold on to that infant.
Don't kid yourself, Ma.
Are you saying that you think Delia has no feelings for this child other than as live bait for Patrick, a trap?
Exactly, and I'm surprised you and Da have gone along with the plan. Look, it's not always. Usually, the parents of the bridegroom will hold the shotgun.
Francis, don't you know that your father and I are hurting on this matter? Trap or no trap, plan or no plan. The baby exists. Patrick is doing the right thing as he must.
I'm sorry. I know in your heart you believe this to be the truth. But I've never disagreed with you more. And I'm going to tell Pat that right now.
Oh, please, Frank, don't. The boy has had such trouble coming to this decision. He will not welcome your interference.
Well, that's tough. We've already been through it once today, and things can't get much worse between us. You know, Delia is truly amazing. Look at us. With all her talk about loving and needing this family, everything she does tears it down.
Marry her? He can't.
He can, and he will. He thinks he has to.
But it doesn't make any sense.
Oh, yeah? Tell me about it.
Excuse me, but could you fill me in, or should I leave you two alone?
Oh, you don't have to go, Seneca. At this point, you're practically one of the family. I need all the family support I can muster up. It's Pat. He's promised to marry Delia.
Delia?
She trapped him.
In the age-old fashion. She's pregnant, and, Pat's the father.
It's incredible.
Oh, no, not if you know Delia. She wasn't content to mess up one Ryan's life, so after Frank, she started in on Pat. Oh, Faith, what happened? I mean, I thought Pat was going to find a way to work it out.
She played her trump card. Attempted suicide.
Again? Oh, she's crazy.
No, Delia Ryan is a lot of things that I could name, but crazy she's not. The thing is that Pat really believes it was a serious attempt. And I can't think for 1 minute that she'd let him go that way. She did it for a reason, and we all know why.
Oh, yeah, what little Delia wants, little Delia gets.
Yep. She took a great big dose of Jack Finelli's pills and combed her hair 100 times and climbed into bed and waited for Pat to rescue her. And he did. She even left a note telling him that she doesn't want to cause him any more problems.
And he fell for that?
Fell? I suppose you could say that. But I'm beginning to wonder. I told myself that she made it happen, that she seduced him in Boston. But the truth is that Pat isn't falling for anything. No one seduces anyone. Because by and large, people do what they want to do. They may be driven neurotically, but they make the choice. And Pat's choice is Delia.
Faith, come on, you can't believe that. You have to give Delia credit. She has a master's degree in manipulation.
I give her credit where credit's due. She made it very hard for him to say no, which is where I made my big mistake. I thought that I would give him my support and be understanding and kind, and then he'd see the difference between us two, and she wouldn't have her way. because he loves me.
You know he does.
Yeah. But I also have to accept that that's not the most important feeling that he's got. He needs Delia more.
He needs her?
Yes, he needs to be needed by her. He revels in all her please, Patty, help me's.
Oh, that's a terrific basis for marriage. I mean, why would a man want a pathetic 25-year-old urchin for wife instead of a fine, capable adult woman who he loves? I mean, would you tell me the appeal for all of that?
That beats me. I guess there's some reward in it for him. I've never liked the type myself.
Please, you don't have to explain it to me. I understand the situation perfectly well, and I'm sick to death of it. If I hear my own voice tell me one more time that I have to put up with Pat's need to reinforce his own image because of Frank, I'm going to choke myself.
Do you think that's it?
Yeah, I think it's it. But it really doesn't matter, does it? Because Delia's got her own way. But maybe it worked out for the best. I mean, marriage to Pat with Delia always in the background, needing, wanting, coming over to borrow a cup of sympathy.
What kind of marriage can they have? Don't you understand? Pat can't give her what she wants. 3 months from now, she would be whimpering and whining all over again, looking for somebody else to take care of her. I mean, it's exactly what she did to Roger.
Hey, wait a minute. Wait, wasn't the story that Roger forced her into that affair?
Oh, yeah. Kicking and screaming.
Ah, I see. Well, why does everyone buy her stories? I mean, the Ryans are still putting up with her in spite of all the crazy things she's done.
Oh, yeah? Tell me about it. You mean pushing people down the stairs and over tricycles and going out on a window ledge 10 stories up and taking a handful of pills? But then the Ryans can't very well throw her out, can they, when she keeps supplying them with more grandchildren? Thank God they just had 2 sons.
And the more you think about it, the more it sounds like what she really needs is a good psychiatrist.
Oh, are you kidding? Any shrink could hang himself up on the couch 3 days after being with her. Oh, don't you see? The point is that Delia doesn't need help. She creates problems for people who get in her way.
Faith, I'm sorry.
Thanks, Seneca, but don't. I need a little moral support, and I guess I was hoping that you'd be as mad as I am, but the last thing I need in the world right now is anything that resembles poor Faith. If Pat wants a poor little creature for his wife, then he's made the right choice. Only he doesn't deserve the mess that she's gonna make of his life.
When your child is on the line,
Is Maya Lucy's mother?
you can do the right thing,
She belongs to you.
or you can do the Chandler thing.
I'll get my son back no matter what it costs.
And Agnes Nixon and Carol Burnett return. Watch All My Children weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 8 on SoapNet.
Just one Phillips Colon Health probiotic cap a day helps defend against occasional constipation, diarrhea, gas, and bloating. With 3 strains of good bacteria to help balance your colon.
You had me at probiotic.
Phillips Colon Health. They're 2 of a kind. And just like toddlers, puppies need food made for them. That's why there's Purina Puppy Chow. With all the essential nutrients your growing puppy needs. Purina Puppy Chow.
Hey,
Mom! What is this?
it's a special paste I invented to replace socks.
Why?
Because we can't find socks that shape to our feet. We're sick of it.
Try Hanes socks with the Smooth Comfort Toe Seam. A better fit your whole family will love.
I wanted to look great. Benadryl helped me lose 50 pounds. I lost 31 pounds.
I lost 40 pounds.
And I lost an incredible 37 pounds. Lose weight and look great with Benadryl.
She thought she found the perfect family, but she has a mother of a problem.
Your mother tried to kill me.
Gwyneth Paltrow stars in a SoapNet movie event. Hush, Saturday at 7 on SoapNet.
He has to be stopped. I'm gonna see to it.
This week, a shocking murder.
He's gone.
Now his family needs answers.
Who killed Victor?
Everyone wanted him dead, but only one person knows the truth.
Did you kill him?
Watch One Life to Live weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 9 on SoapNet.
Who is it? Hi, it's me.
Oh, Frank.
Look, I didn't think there'd be any harm in trying again. Things can't get much worse than they already are.
Frank, I've had no sleep in the last 48 hours.
And about the last thing I need is an instant replay of you and me this morning.
I know, listen, I'm sorry, but you gotta hear me out, okay?
Why? Why should I have to? If it's about Delia, I'm not changing my mind, so just lay off.
Look, I don't like this any more than you do,
Frank,
really.
I know every word you're gonna say. And why won't you just let me alone?
Because I care for you.
I know you do. Look, don't you know that all this is just making it tougher?
Oh, I mean to. I don't want it to be easy for you to mess things up. Listen, please, Patrick. There are one or two things I do know, and Delia is a bad, bad choice for you.
Where do you come off making all these judgments? What the hell do you know about my needs?
Well, I'm your brother, and I think we share certain basic qualities.
I've told you I've had enough of the big brother routine.
Look, who says anything about big or little? I said I'm your brother. Now, you were right before. I'm not an expert on life, and I'm not trying to set myself up as one. But I've been the whole distance with Delia, and I know the futility of trying to save her. Look, the more you try to give her what you think she wants, the more she's going to ask for. She'll grind you down till you can't stand her, and then she'll be furious with you because you haven't given her what she feels she's entitled to.
Which is what, in your expert opinion?
24 hours of attention. Endless love and reassurance. A constant transfusion of emotional energy. She won't be able to breathe without you. She'll resent every minute you spend at the hospital and envy every innocent relationship you have.
Innocent? Like you and Jill?
Oh, come on. That's not the issue at this moment.
No, your behavior is never the issue. Maybe it ought to be, though. Sure, if I treat Delia the way you treated her, it just very well may end up that way, but I'm not planning to.
Look, your only responsibility is to protect that unborn child. And you don't have to get tied up with Delia to do that.
There is no way I can be responsible for that baby without being responsible for Delia.
She's really conned you, hasn't she? And she's ripping up the whole family in the process. Do you realize that?
The whole family has had a big hand in making her the way she is.
You were right. We are repeating ourselves, and I can't make you listen to me.
You are the one who's not listening now because you don't want to face that maybe you can't follow through on what you've started. When it didn't work with Dee, you turned to Jill. Isn't that interesting? Now Jill's disappointed you, and you're dropping her.
I don't have to listen to this.
No, I bet you don't, because you don't want to hear that Frank Ryan has blown his image. Can't finish what he started. Well, that is one way that you and I are very different.
You know, you've become so enchanted with your own nobility that you've overlooked certain basic facts, like you don't love Delia, you love Faith Coleridge, and she loves you.
That's none of your business.
Perfectly true, but I might as well say this as well, then. If you think you can get over the one you really love, don't count on it. I've been there before, too.
Next, take a trip to the Upper West Side on Ryan's Hope. Later, spend some time in Genoa City with the Young and the Restless. Only on SoapNet. Add a dash of Lucas.
How much is a dash?
And a pinch of Peyton. Oh, for a whole lot of Layton. You are so feeling the love. Today, SoapNet serving up the love with the One Tree Hill Layton Labor Day Marathon.
It's gonna be a good day.
Fall in love all over again with one of your favorite couples and watch as they go from no to
Maybe.
to
Yes.
to it's 9 hours of Layton love.
You know it'll be good.
The One Tree Hill Layton Labor Day Marathon today from 11 to 8 on SoapNet.
If you have diabetes, listen to how you can get not just 1, but 2 free meters.
I have diabetes and it changed my life. So has this new meter I received free from CCS Medical. You see, I used to only test on my fingers, but it was painful for me. My new meter allows me to test on my arm as well, where it's virtually pain-free. And listen to this.
Your blood glucose reading is 103.
It talks. Seeing and hearing my reading helps me confirm accuracy. So give them a call. They'll send you one free.
At CCS Medical, we can send all your diabetes supplies to your home, so you won't need to go to the pharmacy. And we'll deal with Medicare or your insurance to handle the paperwork. We can also supply you with insulin pumps, catheters, as well as ostomy and wound care supplies.
You'll love this no-coding pocket-size meter. It's free as well. I take it with me on the go. And just like my talking meter, I test on my arm so I barely feel it.
To get your free meters and more, call CCS Medical today.
Chloe's desperate for money.
I cannot be late on my rent.
With no other options.
Do you have any work for me?
Forced to turn tricks.
You're not standing me up, are you?
Now can Brady stop her?
If you two circle back to the pub, I'm gonna check the alleys.
Before the trick's on her. Watch Days of Our Lives weeknights at 6 and 11 on SoapNet. We asked Bradford Anderson to name all the Spinelli nicknames he could remember. Go!
Stone Cold Mr. Serpacino-esque one, Maximista, blonde one, original blonde one, Prince Pectoral, Big Daddy Stone Cold, the Goddess, the Divine one, Bad Blonde one, the Demented one, the Valkyrie, the Brusque Lady of Justice. I could be here for literally 3 days, probably.
See who Spinelli will nickname next on General Hospital. Weekdays on ABC and weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.
This September on SoapNet.
This just keeps getting better and better.
There's nothing like a scandal
Oh my God, Dad, what did you do?
to bring a family closer together.
Why am I the very last person in this family to find out everything?
And now the Walkers
What your father did was unforgivable.
are about to get closer than ever before.
You are hosting a Meet the Illegitimate Daughter dinner.
Ow, I'm gonna kill you. You guys are whack.
Brothers and Sisters. Moving in Monday, September 26, weekdays at 5 and 6 on SoapNet.
Two View co-hosts get married, but not to each other. Joy and Sherry's first live TV appearance after their I do's, and it's anybody's guess what they'll reveal at the table. Only on The View season premiere live this Tuesday on ABC.
Jill, I've got the most terrific news.
About the baby. Have you seen him?
Only about every 20 minutes.
Oh.
As of about a half a minute ago, he's improved.
Really?
Definitely improved. The heartbeat is improved. The respiration's unencumbered. I mean, he's not out of the woods yet, but there's a better chance.
Oh, Seneca, that's so wonderful. Oh, I just want to see him and hold him. I mean, just to know that he's real.
Believe me, he is real. He's the realest baby I ever saw, if the smallest. So how are you?
Oh, I'm much better. In fact, I'm getting a little restless.
Yeah, it's a very good sign.
You know, I've been sitting here thinking, out of all the time that I've spent in this hospital, how did I manage to have a baby outside of one?
Well, it just goes to show you that it's very handy to have a doctor in the house. You seem in a very up mood.
I am, in fact, despite all Faith's bad news. I'm sorry, it's just that Frank's coming by tonight, and I just feel like anything's possible.
Is it, Jill? Even with me as a part of your lives?
Seneca, Frank understands that that's the case.
Yeah? Yeah, I believe he does. Well, since you are feeling so well, how about a walk, huh? Maybe we could take a little visit.
And see the baby? Oh, nothing could stop me. Oh, thank you. I can't stand it. I just need to pick him up.
It's overwhelming, isn't it? The impulse to reach out to him.
Oh, yeah. Seneca, how do you think he'll be?
Well, he's more active. That's a good sign.
No, I meant what will he be like? What kind of man will he be? That tiny little person.
Well, with your looks and my determination, he can be anything he wants. As to his character, I guess he'll be independent.
Oh, it's in the genes on both sides.
Yeah. He'll probably be very smart.
And stubborn. Oh, baby. Little baby. Seneca, do you realize that we haven't even thought of a name?
Well, I have had some ideas. No, I think you may like them, really.
In Port Charles, revenge is a priority, relationships are disposable, and good medical care is a necessity. Keep up with this fast-paced city with an all-new episode of General Hospital, weeknights at 10 on SoapNet.